Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Paramedics Gaming. So today, a huge patch dropped for Crimson Desert. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with it. So I just want to quickly cover off the keynotes on this. And as you can see, it's dropped on April 23rd, 2026. And I just logged in and I gotta say, this is awesome. So, major update. The patch adds game difficulty settings, finally. So now you can do it on hard mode if you didn't really think it was hard enough. New storage items, and this is key. Everybody, I've gone through this. This is amazing, alright? Keyboard, mouse, and controller preset options. New category tabs for inventory. New skills, improvements to distance, scenery, quality, and a lot more. And trust me, when they say a lot more, it's a lot more. For a single player RPG sandbox world, for an update this big so soon after release is massive, and I think it really tells you something about the dedication from the devs. I've got to say, it's absolutely huge. So alright, so they've already got the updates on there. So the content easy, normal, hard difficulties. Alright, let me just tone that down a little bit. It's quite loud. This is massive, right? For those who enjoyed many boss fights, you could also go back and challenge them again. So you can say, I really enjoyed that boss fight, or I want to get better at it for some content, or I just want to get better at that boss. You can go back to a specific boss and do it again. Amazing. Right, for easy mode, they've reduced the damage taken by the player, reduced maximum health. So if you're new to the game, or if you're a bit younger and you'd rather not sort of have such, let's say, frustration on some of the fights, then you can do this. Extended timing windows for parry and dodge. Reduce the frequency of bosses attempting to counter-attack or escape when hit. That's on easy mode. Normal mode, that's what we've all been playing, alright? But here's the thing. You go to hard mode. Food item effects won't be applied immediately, and it will only take effect after the consumption animation's completed. So that means you got to stand there and eat it. You've got to just, it's not instant now, right? Increased damage taken by the player, obviously. Well, that means you're going to be healing a lot more and wanting to be hiding away and trying to heal. Increased maximum health, aggressiveness, and overall speed of opponents. That's huge. Alright, that's massive. Reduced timing windows for parry and dodge. Okay. Reduce the invincibility duration for roll. Increase the frequency of bosses' attempts to counter-attack and escape when hit. And added additional combat patterns for certain bosses. So, some bosses have actually changed what they're going to do. So, phase 2, this is going to be, oh, I know this is going to be typical phase, bam. No, it's all changed. So, added sturdy Gatherables Chest. This is huge, guys. The storage is massive, and I'm really impressed with this. They've listened to the community. Added the sturdy Gatherables Chest, which can be set up with the housing system, right? Sturdy Gatherables Chest has 1,000 slots and can be purchased from the furniture store. So, materials stored in the Sturdy Gatherables Chest can be used for crafting or refinement, even if they're not in your inventory. Guys, this is huge, okay? That means you don't have to throw all this stuff in your bag before you go and actually do something. It's going to be there. As long as it's in your inventory in the storage, you can use it, right? That's for me is massive. Added the Kuku Cooler and enhanced Kuku Cooler item, which can be placed in the housing system. The Kuku Cooler can be obtained through a quest, while the enhanced Kuku Cooler can be crafted. Both can be used to store food items and ingredients. And get this, Kuku Cooler is 40 slots. The enhanced Kuku Cooler is 330 slots, right? Ingredients stored in either cooler can be placed and used for cooking, even if they're not in your inventory. Huge, okay? Get this, there's more. Added the Collectibles Chest, which can be placed through the housing mode. The Collectibles Chest can be used to store various quest items and crafting recipes. Collectibles Chest has 1,000 slots, okay? And could be obtained through the quest. I'm sorry, but this is huge, right? For me, this is one of the biggest wants I've wanted in the game. Instead of selling all the time, let's chuck them in the collectibles, man. I want to see what I've done. You know? There's more. Added an outfit storage feature to the wardrobe, right? Which can be placed through housing mode. The wardrobe can be purchased from the shops, okay? Each wardrobe provides 100 storage slots, and the total storage capacity increased by the number of wardrobes placed. The maximum outfit storage capacity is 1,000 slots, so all of that lovely gear that you don't want to get rid of, because you might like the look of it, you might want to switch it up instead of selling it, you can keep it. You can put it in this goddamn wardrobe and use it later. This is awesome. Thank you. Added the select house option. Here's another big one, right? You go in there, sometimes you're like, yeah, this house is okay. No. Now, you can change to a compact house, which I think what we're already using, or standard house, that's what we're using. Spacious house, or spacious Polynese house. What? Yeah. Improved housing mode related to UI and controls. Good, because it was a bit tricky sometimes to play around with, right? I mean, everyone says that. Improved the Greymane camp. I'm going to click on the spoiler here, guys, so if you don't want to see it, look away for a few seconds and mute me or something, because I need to go through this, alright? I'm going to open up. 3, 2, 1. Alright. After moving the camp to Paloon, you will receive the private storage item which can be placed through housing mode. And they've added a well to the Howling Hill. Hiding that now. Yeah. Alright. Let's move on. Improve the observation feature so that abyss artifacts can be earned when observing a skill that had already been acquired by using abyss artifacts, okay? This is great. So, you add the skill like spinning kick or whatever, right? And then you go up and see the monks up in the mountains, and guess what? You can observe them, they show you how to do it. So, you now get that abyss, that's just, you earn it back. So you can put that skill into something else that you can't observe. Brilliant. Improve the following items which were previously unstackable. Get this. Regular abyss gears. Thank you. Insects. Thank you. Because I tell you what, when you go off and you get them bugs for your cooker pot and get cooking in there, the Palmer bugs, oh my god, the Palmer beetles, my storage is full of them. And it's like, what do I do? You know, they're stackable. Fish. Ha! I mean, why wasn't that a thing at the start anyway? I'm sorry, but why weren't insects and fish stackable? You know? And now animals too. Yeah. Added birds as pets. You can encounter these new companions throughout Pywell. Added the Saturday a Bond item, which allows you to gain trust with birds. I mean, okay. Place various types of food that birds might like in the Saturday of Bond to feed them and gain trust. The Saturday of Bond can be obtained through a quest. Awesome. So now we can get a bird on our shoulder or something to go and collect shit. That's awesome, right? Added 5 new types of cat pets. Sorry. Improved the abyss Heuklang so it can now become your pet. I didn't know that. That was a thing. Okay. Added a function to change the names of horses and pets. Finally! So I don't have White Dog. I can actually name him now. I can name my horses. Come on. We've always wanted this. This is... okay. Fix an issue where cats would remain on the player's shoulder indefinitely, contrary to the intended design. However, considering that many Greymanes actually like these cats' behaviour, we have added an item that allows cats to stay on the shoulder for a longer period of time. Added an accessory slot for your pets, which will allow pets to now take on a wider variety of roles. Sigil of bonding. Equipping this item on a pet cat ensures it stays longer on your shoulder. Alright. Damien. Added a new exclusive one-handed weapon, because I've always found Damien to be like, nah, I haven't interacted with him a lot. I use him a little bit for the quest, that's it. I haven't really used him much. Okay, so the Sword of Starlight, which can be obtained through a quest. And Cliff and Unga. So, added 2 new one-handed weapons. Tree Branch and Sturdy Tree Branch. Nice, these items can be obtained by cutting down trees and bamboo trees. Added a new tool. Sturdy Broom. For Cliff. Added the new Balthian armor outfit. Okay. Changed the name of Rekai Plate Helm to the Balthian Plate Helm and improved it so it can be equipped by Cliff. Added a secret shop. I think the Balthian one, isn't that the one that looks like a demon? I don't know, I can't remember. I have to have a look at that one. Added a secret shop in Porowin, where pet equipment can be purchased. Lovely. Added additional outfits to certain shops, including the back alley shop. So we've got to go and check all them out again. And get their reputation up. Improved the Kuku flame resistant armor and the Kuku ice resistant armor so that they can be dyed. Thank you. Added various ores and wells across Pywell. They've removed something, so we're not going to look at that. We don't need to. Reduced the amount of attack and defense gained from equipment reinforcements with grindstones and anvils. Good. Fixed an issue where the cloud cart could not be called. Well, I can't even get to the end of that quest because for some reason the cloud cart builder won't show up. So the cloud cart's sat there in town and I can't go and talk to him and progress that quest. So maybe they fixed that, I don't know. Improve the cloud cart so it can be used as a permanent mount. Woo! Change the cloud cart crafting mission so that it can only be completed once. Alright. Improve the prices of goods sold by Greymane NPCs so that they can be bought at 10% discounted price. And so they should, they're in my town! Added livestock vendors across Pywell. Livestock such as cows, pigs, goats, sheep, ducks and chickens can be purchased from these NPCs. Awesome! Added 13 new tattoos. Okay. You never see them anyway when you're dressed up in your gear, really, do you? I mean, I don't know. Added a lock function that prevents selling or discarding of this selected item. Okay, good, because I don't want to get rid of that that axe that you work so hard to get, right? Improved gathering and mining so that the quantity of items obtained is applied consistently. Well, I will say something real quick going back on one. They've got the log function. I love that. However, in your Greymane camp, when you go to your guy that sort of puts all of your gatherables together for you for when you go trading, they need to fix so that you can actually retrieve stuff back off him if you sell it by mistake or give it to him by mistake, right? That's not there. This doesn't work. Okay, so if you give him something like that you didn't want to and you're like, oh shit, you can't get it back. You have to go back and load from previous save. Improved NPCs to show a wider variety of reactions to the surroundings. As part of ongoing visuals improvements, replaced select 2D visual assets to better align with the game's art direction. Good, good. Alright, so controls. Added a preset feature for both keyboard and mouse and controllers. The original controls are available via classic preset. More detailed control customizations will be added soon. Lovely. Love this to hear this. Right. Added a feature where the interaction key is pressed, the corresponding action is performed immediately. This feature, located in settings, input, keyboard, mouse customization, can be used when the UI interaction selection does not overlap with the keys in the default input group. If the key overlap, then selection will be highlighted in yellow. So I think that's just kind of rebinding keys and showing you that, hang on a minute, you don't want to be using that one, kind of thing. It's showing you there, look on this one. If the keys don't overlap, then you're good. And if they do overlap, you get, I don't know. Don't get that one. Evasion control, improved controls. Look, they've done major improvements, alright? They've adjusted stuff on balances on the controls and the action. This is, I mean, I understand that a lot of the combat, everyone was like whining about the combat in some places where, you know, you weren't taking enough damage for something, or you were getting more damage, or you were, you know, change blinding flash so it can be used in areas where weapons can't be drawn. Things like that. I mean, it's things like this that have really, I mean, this is fucking huge, guys. UI fixes and improvements, and there are hundreds of them. I'll leave them for you guys to look at. And the graphic settings, there's so much on this, right? I can't go through every single one. It will take me all day, okay? But guys, this is a huge patch. So get out there, download it, get playing. For those of you who have left the game, come back and try in hard mode. If you're bored, try it in hard mode. Let's see you go then, okay? I'm just going to continue as I am on normal mode. I don't want to go to hard mode yet. But I will say, I'm ready to really get this going and rock it out. My download's finished, so I'm actually going to go on there and get that done and have a look at it and see how the game plays. And I'll be streaming that now. So for those of you that are joining me on the stream, stay here. We're going to switch directly to that in a minute, and we're going to have a little playthrough and see what it makes, see what difference it makes. For those of you watching this on a pre-recorded, thanks for joining me. Please hit a follow and a subscribe, or at least a follow. I'm trying to get my numbers up for this community, and I'm pleading with you. If you like my content, please hit me up with a follow. I appreciate it.